We are at the Long Beach Library, and I am joined by the man in that picture, the icon, former Assemblyman, the great Howie Wiesenberg. And Harvey, let's set the record straight about this picture. Talk about this picture, and it really wasn't you pulling strings. Tell the truth about this picture, Harvey.
Well, it's stated right here. The New York Library Association of the State of New York sent this to libraries that I represent. And we represent many libraries on Long Island. And it was a great opportunity being an educator, 20 years in school district working with special ed children and being a school administrator. It gave me an opportunity to make people aware how important it is to have the skill and the necessity of an interest in life and what's existing. And what's the best resource? Libraries. Libraries has every aspect of living, and the good that takes place in this world can be learned by the opportunity to utilize the resources in a local library.
And I think it's great because when thousands of people come to the Long Beach Library, they always see such a good-looking, handsome man when they walk in.
Did you like my haircut?
Oh, it's great.
Anyway, let me just say, public service, and I'm saying this very sincerely, public service is the greatest profession there is, because the rewards of the job that I had as a public servant were the thank yous that you get for helping people. And that's what this world needs now. It needs love. People just in our society today don't understand how important love is.
And speaking of love, Harv, I can't think of a better contribution for your amazing legacy from lifeguard, police officer, assemblyman, a man that helped thousands of people in the Long Beach community in Long Island. The fact that no person in political history did more for people with special needs than you, that you are involved in a book for the love of a child, documenting about your son Ricky. So I just think here we are at the wonderful library, and let's say a few words about this wonderful book that you just did.
Well, it brings to view the unconditional love that you get from a special child. Unfortunately, many people and families don't take the time to really get to understand and know that God gave them a blessing. And the rewards that you have is the greatest love that you could ever experience, and that's the unconditional love of a special child. When I hold Ricky's hand and he squeezed my hand because he can't speak or cry and is blind, but when he holds and squeezes my hand, I'll tell you, it just brings tears to my eyes, because I know I feel his love. And my wife Ellen, the greatest, happiest days were days that we took care of with Ricky. So God put him here. I said this, and it's very important. God gave me an angel, a saint, and a mission. And that's why this book was presented, to help people and make them aware of the blessing of having a special child.
Harvey, I have so much respect for you, and I cannot wait, and I think everyone should read this book, For the Love of the Child. Harvey and his family and his wonderful son Ricky is just wonderful. And here at the library, just a wonderful time to promote such a wonderful book about a great story. I am the voice of Long Beach, the one and only, Halftime Howie! Everyone to another edition of Broadcasting on the Beach with Halftime Howie, and this is a very special show tonight. I am holding the book called For the Love of a Child, My Life, My City, My Mission, from the icon Howie Wiesenberg. And Harvey is here. Let's give a round of applause for Harvey.
Yeah, Harvey!
Harvey! And we're going to be talking about the book and Harvey's passion about making such a huge difference for special needs children, and his own son, disabled son Ricky, and Harvey and Ellen's passion
for Ricky and doing so much of special needs and this wonderful book we're going to talk to Harvey about. So we're real excited about that. Also here tonight is good friend, sponsor of the show. Let's give it up for Cliff Scooten.
Yeah.
And I just want to mention, this is really cool. On May 10th, Cliff is going to have his annual Surf for All fundraiser from the Ocean Club in Atlantic Beach. And Harvey is going to be at the event doing a book signing, and every penny, all the proceeds from Harvey's book signing is going to the Surf for All and Scootin' Surf. So how cool is that?
Harvey. Harvey.
But just on a personal note, I retired from doing high school sports in 2005. I had a great run. I did it for about 10, 15 years. And one of the kids I interviewed during my time when I did high school sports, Halftime Howie, is I interviewed Cliff Scooten, and that was a really cool show. It was a show about Cliff and his brothers breaking the records of his dad and his uncles swimming for the legendary Woody Davis at Long Beach High School, and we did a radio show and a TV show about that, and that was really cool. And so when I retired in 2005, I thought I was done. But then around 2010, when Facebook evolved, I decided to come back and I wanted to do a show about a community. And honestly, the two people that really gave me my impetus to do a show and focus on Long Beach was my good friends Ray Adams and Miguel Rodriguez, the wrestling coaches at Long Beach High School, because I saw through the years how devoted they were to the wrestlers, how they took kids and made them part of the Long Beach family. I remember John Massa, that great story about it was a kid that lost his mother, his father, his grandparents, and Ray and Miguel took him under his wing, gave him a family, gave him a purpose, and ended up being a state champion wrestler. And so I was really so impressed by that devotion. And then when I started the show here in Long Beach, I met some incredibly special people. And right at the top of the list tonight is Harvey Wiesenberg and Cliff Scooten. These people do so much for the community. And I've learned over the years that these people have such a love and such a heart for making a difference, especially with people with disability, disabled people. But through adversity, through trauma, you really learn about who are the most special people. And it was after Hurricane Sandy with Harvey and Cliff Scooten that really were making a difference, that helped this community rebound from a devastating hurricane that did millions of dollars of damage from the boardwalk to the east end to the west end, that did a devastating damage. But through Harvey's work and Cliff's work, neighbor helping neighbor, they helped rebuild this community. And they've done so much for so many people, but especially people with special needs. So that's why this show tonight means so much to me, because you've just been around so many special people. It's like every Super Bowl Sunday when when Harvey would always go in the water to celebrate the Super Bowl splash. Every penny went to Make-A-Wish Foundation. And Harvey in this book, and folks, you want to come down, Harvey will sign the book for you tonight. So, for the love of a child. But in May 10th, that is a great opportunity at the Surf for All. Harvey will sign the book, and all the proceeds go to the Surf for All. So that's going to be great, May 10th. We're going to be there. So excited to be there. That's going to be great. But again, it's people like Harvey and Cliff Scooten who make Long Beach what it is today. So we are so excited for tonight's show. And our whole staff is here, and we're excited to see what they bring to the table. Here's a little touch of irony. One of our staff members who did a phenomenal job filling in for me, Brandon Ellis, happens to live in Valley Stream, Well, a few weeks ago, there was a plane crash in Valley Stream, of all places. I mean, how many people can say a plane crashed where they live? But it happened. So our aviation expert, Richard, is going to do a segment tonight on the plane crash along with Brandon. So thank God nobody got killed in that, but it's hard to believe a plane crash happened in Valley Stream. But also, Brandon's going to do his awesome segments. Rocco's going to do, has to coordinate with Brandon to do a segment, so that should be great. Mayor's going to do a segment again on the business report and air and cruising, and then the little guy is here. He's going to do a. You ready, Laws, to do a scoot and surf report?
Yeah.
You going to bang those drums?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah, Lord.
All right, cool. And then we have a singer with a Broadway quality voice. Peter David Zong is going to be singing. So bring the touch of Broadway to Broadcasting on the Beach with Halftime Howie. So
Peter.
amazing show tonight. Although one of our staff members is not too happy tonight. Richard Kaplan is wearing an Islanders shirt, and unfortunately, folks, the Islanders are down 2-0.
They blew it in the third.
But you know what? Just like the great Yogi Berra says, it ain't over till it's over. And last year, the Washington Capitals were down 2-0 in the series, and they came back to win in 6. So even though they're down, they're not out. So Richard, keep the faith. Islander fans, keep the faith. You're down, but you're certainly not out. But again, this is going to be a wonderful show. We've got entertainment, just like it says on our sign. We are the show that brings you information, entertainment, and inspiration. Broadcasting on the Beach with Halftime Howie. And a man that has ruled the beach. He was a lifeguard, he was a policeman, a teacher, an assemblyman, an icon in the Long Beach community. The one and only Harvey Wiesenberg. We're going to hear from Harvey tonight about this amazing book, For the Love of a Child. So folks, you are going to enjoy Broadcasting on the Beach with Halftime Howie, led by great guests Harvey Wiesenberg, Cliff Scuden, and our incredible staff. Tonight, Broadcasting on the Beach with Halftime Howie, a special, amazing show coming at you tonight.